Welcome back to my channel. I am back with another review, so if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you know every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much to everybody who has subscribed to my channel. I appreciate you all, and let's just get right into this review. So at the very beginning of this episode, Brandy and Evelyn end up meeting up with each other. They're trying to build a friendship because at first they had issues with each other, but because Brooke felt caught in the middle of all their drama, they decided that they were going to try to work things out. And so Brandy ends up thanking Evelyn for being there for her in last week's episode when she opened up about how she feels when people use her husband's cheating against her. And definitely Evelyn was there for her and showing support. However, she does not know that Evelyn was actually one of those people who are using her husband's cheating against her, because before the two of them got cool again, she actually made a comment about Brandy's husband's cheating. So I just feel like Evelyn was being fake in that situation. I don't think that she feels any sympathy for Brandy. I think she was being fake about it, and obviously Brandy is falling for it. Now, Jennifer and Brooke end up meeting up with each other, and basically Jennifer says that because of what happened in the previous episode when she got all the girls together, including Jackie, she didn't like the way that Jackie acted, and she didn't like the information that she found out from Brooke about Jackie, because basically when Jackie ended up leaving Jennifer's event in last week's episode, Brooke ended up showing up, and she had a bunch of screenshots and recordings from Sunday, who was supposed to be Jackie's friend, who was recording and collecting all these receipts on Jackie talking about the other girls. And basically Jennifer found out some things that Jackie said about her as well. So she decided that even though Jackie is in her movie, she's not going to invite her to the event. Now, I understand Jennifer having an issue with some of the things that Jackie was saying about the women on the show. However, I think it's stupid to not invite her to an event for a movie that she was a part of. If I was Jackie, I would have told Jennifer, since I'm not invited and you don't like me, I would be asking to get my parts cut out of the movie, and I wouldn't want anything to do with the project anymore. Now, Brooke starts telling Jennifer about her new relationship with her boyfriend, and basically she said that at first she felt like Jennifer was moving too fast with her fiance Christian, but then she realized that it probably wasn't too fast because she's doing the same thing with her boyfriend right now, and they're in a new relationship. And based on Jennifer's reaction to Brooke saying this, I don't really think that they're as close as they try to make it seem like they are, because I think that had somebody who Jennifer was really close to said that they felt like she was moving too fast, I don't think she would have been offended by this, because she got really defensive and tried to say that she didn't move fast with Christian and that they didn't get engaged until 9 months of being together. I think Jennifer and Brooke are moving too fast. Like, they don't even really know these men enough to be jumping into marriages with them and moving in together. Like, at least give it a little bit more time, because I honestly do feel like Jennifer is making a mistake by marrying Christian, and I think these women on the show who pretend to be Jennifer's friend feel the same way, but they're not going to say anything about it. So Brandy ends up getting a phone call from Shaunie because Shaunie is in town and she wants to meet with everybody. And Brandy immediately starts telling her about everything that happened in last week's episode at Jennifer's little get-together with Jackie. And basically she said that she's upset with Jackie because Jackie has been talking behind everybody's back, and they heard the recordings and they saw the text messages from Jackie's fake friend Sunday. Now, she said that she has a problem with Jackie because she found out that Jackie said that nobody's interested in her storyline on the show unless she decides to have another baby, and she's hurt by that because Jackie knows that because of her cancer she can't have any more children. And look, I understand why Brandy is hurt by that, because she actually can't have any more children, and Jackie does know that. So I do think that that was a low blow of Jackie to say. But Brandy was kind of acting like a little kid running to her mommy or running to the principal, because she started talking to Shaunie about how every single time they tried to get Jackie to come into a room with them, Jackie either doesn't show up or she leaves early every time somebody starts questioning her. And so Shaunie said that she was going to try to get everybody together so that she can mediate the situation. I don't know how Shaunie's going to be a mediator, because she's definitely very biased, and we know that she doesn't like Jackie. So I don't even think that she's the right person to try to play mediator in this situation. She's never even a part of the show anymore. Now, because Brooke wants everybody to meet her new boyfriend, she decides to invite all the ladies, minus Jackie, to her family's event. They're having a 80s, 90s themed party, and it was actually fun and cute to watch them all dressed up and having a really good time. However, it didn't really seem like Brooke was having a good time at first, because she told the girls that her boyfriend actually couldn't make it, and she was pissed off about it because he lives in the same city as her, so she doesn't understand why he couldn't come. But she did say in her confessional that even though she's upset that her boyfriend said he could not make it, she does not want the girls chit-chatting about her situation. And the thing about it is that she doesn't want these women chit-chatting about her situation, but it's fine for her to sit with all of them and chit-chat about other people's situations on the show. Like, if you don't want people in your business, then you shouldn't be in anybody else's. Now, Brooke's youngest son is at the party. Her son, Sean, who she said that she's had a very strained relationship with, and she claims that he has mental health issues. And she put this boy on camera and she started talking about his private business in front of all these ladies. She started questioning him about whether or not he's the father of this girl's daughter, and like doing it in front of Evelyn and Jennifer and all these women. And I feel like if she wanted to do it in front of her family, that's fine if they're all really close to each other. But I just think that this is a situation that shouldn't really be on camera, and I don't really feel like this should be a part of her storyline. And then on top of that, he looked uncomfortable with the cameras on him talking about this situation. I could be reading it wrong. He might not be uncomfortable at all, but just from what I observed, to me it seems like he was uncomfortable talking about this on camera. And then she has Evelyn involved in his business. She asked Evelyn to look up information on this girl so that she can reach out to her. And then you have Evelyn going up to Brooke's son at the party and asking him for the girl's number so that she can call her. I just think it was really messy. Now, the funny thing about it is everybody talks about how Jackie talks behind everybody's back and she never says anything to anybody's face, but Brooke's boyfriend actually does end up showing up. And when the girls see him, before Brooke comes up to them to introduce them to her boyfriend, they're all mumbling stuff about him. One person said that he looked like Bobby Brown. Another person said that he looked like a milk dud. They were just talking about the way that this man looks. And I'm sure they wouldn't say this to Brooke's face because they know that she'll have an issue with it, but they were definitely saying it behind her back. But everybody claims to be the best of friends on this show. Now, Brandy decides to invite Jackie out, but she doesn't tell Jackie that Shaunie is actually coming too. So Jackie ends up showing up and she's trying to have small talk with Brandy, but Brandy just wants to get right into her issues that she has with Jackie. So she ends up bringing up what happened when Jackie left Jennifer's event in last week's episode, when Brooke showed up and she had all these recordings and text messages from Sunday of Jackie talking about all the girls. And basically, Jackie shut Brandy down and said that she didn't want to talk about Sunday. And Brandy took that as Jackie doesn't want to talk about the things that she said about everybody. But basically, Jackie doesn't want to talk about Sunday because she doesn't want to give her any shine on the show. And this is not me trying to excuse the things that Jackie said about the other women, because I do think that she should take accountability for the things that she said about people, because they know she said it now. Like, I'm sure the other women talk bad about Jackie too, but they don't have anybody recording them or putting their text messages out there, so they didn't get caught, so they really don't have to take accountability for the things that they've said about Jackie. But Jackie is now put on blast for the things that she said about other people because she trusted a snake, and this person went around and reached out to her enemies and showed them all the things that she was saying about them. So now she has to take accountability for the things that she said. However, I don't blame Jackie for not wanting to give Sunday any shine and not wanting her name to be put out there, because that woman is just upset because she wants to be a part of the show. And I saw that Sunday had said at one point that she felt like Jackie was the reason why she wasn't a part of the show. And so she's still upset about that. So she's reaching out to Jackie's enemies and trying to make sure that the other girls can push Jackie off the show. So to me, Sunday is just a mess, and I don't really care about anything that she has to say about anything, because she showed that she's a snake. And even though these women will take the information that she's giving them about Jackie, they don't trust this woman, nor do they like this woman either. Now, because Jackie told Brandy that she did not want to talk about Sunday, they started having a little bit of a back and forth, and that's when Jackie tried to get up and leave. But as Jackie was trying to get up and leave, Shaunie ended up showing up, and at this point, Jackie said that she felt ambushed by Brandy and Shaunie because they never told her that they were both going to be there, and so she feels a little bit uncomfortable. And when Shaunie arrives, she immediately starts questioning Jackie about why she keeps getting up and leaving every time all the girls get together and they're trying to talk to her so that they can work out their issues. And I don't understand where Shaunie's coming from with this, because Jackie is not the only person that leaves events early when she feels uncomfortable or she feels like everybody's ganging up on her. We've seen Evelyn leave events early, we've seen Brooke leave events early, and we've also seen Jennifer leave events early. So I don't know where she's coming from with that. Then Shaunie ends up confronting Jackie about an hour-long recording that she heard of Jackie calling her a narcissist and saying that she's mean. And look, Jackie did apologize to Shaunie for saying that, but she did say that she has a right to feel how she feels because she doesn't tell anybody else how to feel about her. And look, I agree with Jackie on that. If she feels like Shaunie's mean sometimes, or she feels like Shaunie can be a narcissist sometimes, then I feel like she has a right to feel the way that she feels. And a lot of people feel that way about Shaunie. I don't really feel like Shaunie's a nice person too. I feel like she's not neutral. I feel like she talks shit about the girls on the show that she doesn't like to the girls that she does like. And I feel like she plays favoritism on the show. A lot of people feel that way about Shaunie. And then Shaunie starts asking Jackie what exactly she did to her to make her feel like she was mean and a narcissist. And basically, Jackie said that she felt like her and Shaunie had a strong friendship outside of the show. And Shaunie sat up there and she basically sided with Brooke and Evelyn against her. And so she felt some type of way about it. Now look, just like Jackie has a right to feel how she feels without people questioning her, I feel like Shaunie has a right to feel how she feels. And if she felt like it was right to side with Evelyn and Brooke against Jackie, then that's how she felt at the time. However, I do feel like because Shaunie claims to be the executive producer of the show and she claims to have pull, like she can decide who gets to stay on the show and who gets to leave, I don't think that it's right for her to play favoritism and take sides, because at the end of the day, she's supposed to be the neutral party on the show. And if Shaunie is claiming to be neutral, then she's doing a really bad job at it, because a lot of people talk about how Shaunie's not neutral at all. Now, I feel like Jackie did take accountability during this conversation with Brandy and Shaunie, but a lot of people don't feel that way, because she definitely did say that when she was mad at these girls, she said some angry things about them, venting to her friend, and it ended up getting put out there, and now they know the things that she said. So to me, her admitting that she did say these things when she was mad at them, to me, is her taking accountability. I don't really know what else they want from her. But then Brandy starts yelling about how Brooke is upset because Jackie said that she feels like she's using her daughter for a storyline. And look, a lot of people feel like Brooke is using her daughter for a storyline. Her daughter's passing has been Brooke's storyline for the last 2 seasons, and she keeps bringing it up in every single episode, but then she cries and says that she doesn't want to talk about it anymore when she's the one who keeps talking about it. So I just feel like, I don't think Jackie's wrong for saying that if that's how she truly felt. A lot of people do feel that way. Read the comments. A lot of people say the same thing. And then Brandy gets so upset at Jackie and she starts yelling about how Jackie talks about everybody, but there's a lot of things that she can say about Jackie, like Doug's cheating on Jackie with other people. And I don't think that Brandy should ever be using somebody else's man cheating on them to go at them, because she's still with her man and he's cheated on her with over 300 women. And wasn't Brandy just crying last episode and at the very beginning of this episode because she doesn't like when people use her husband cheating on her against her, but then she's trying to do the same thing to somebody else? Like, I just don't like the double standards on this show. So Brandy ends up storming off, and then Shaunie tells Jackie that in order for things to be worked out in the group, she's gonna have to meet up with everybody and take accountability. I don't know why Jackie always has to be the person that has to take accountability, but none of these other women ever have to. It just doesn't really make any sense. Now, Brooke got upset because Jackie was saying that she was using her daughter for a storyline, but this season it seems like she's also using her son as a storyline too, because at this point in the episode, she ends up having her mother and Evelyn over her house, and she's talking about her son Sean's situation, about him potentially having a child. Now, he walks in while they're having this conversation, and he sits down on the couch and she starts questioning him because he told 2 different stories. First, he said that the DNA test came out positive, and then he said that the DNA test came out negative. So she said that she was going to call this girl on the phone. Now, they did not let us hear the conversation with the girl on the phone, but you can tell that her son was really uncomfortable with this being filmed on camera, because he slouched down in the seat and he was kind of trying to cover his face, and you can tell that he just felt really uncomfortable in this situation. So she ends up calling this girl on the phone. They didn't let us hear it for legal reasons, but the girl did confirm that he is not the father of her daughter. And look, I'm glad that they found out whether or not he was the father, but I don't think that it was right for her to put this on TV. At the end of the day, she got upset because Jackie was saying that she was using her daughter for a storyline, but this season it seems like she's using her son for a storyline. So if she wants people to stop saying this, then maybe she should stop doing it. Now, Shaunie ends up setting up a meetup with all the girls, and Jackie ends up showing up. And when she shows up, she does take accountability. I don't know what else they want from this woman. They don't have to like her. They don't have to talk to her. They only have to see her when they film the show, but they don't have to even be her friend or even pretend to be her friend. But to me, at this meetup, Jackie definitely took accountability because she told them, look, the stuff that you heard on these recordings when I was talking to Sunday, I definitely said all these things because I was mad at you guys, and I definitely did vent my frustrations out to my friend. She owned up to what she did, and she said it in front of these women. So I don't know what else they want from her. All she can do is say, yes, I said these things that you heard on the recording. That's it. She can't say anything else. I don't know what else they want from her. But she ends up addressing Brooke, and she tells Brooke that Brooke keeps trying to force her into these conversations and these storylines that involve her daughter, and she doesn't want to be a part of it anymore. And a lot of people keep spreading misinformation. When Jackie did that interview, she said that she was forced by production to apologize to Brooke for not being there for Brooke as much as she felt like she should have been when Brooke's daughter passed away. And I honestly don't feel like Jackie should have had to apologize for that anyway, because her and Brooke weren't even really friends when Brooke's daughter passed away. So Jackie giving her condolences was all she should have been expected to do. I don't know what Brooke wanted from Jackie, but Brooke tried to paint a false narrative that Jackie never reached out to her at all when her daughter passed away. And then when Jackie pulled the receipts about how she did reach out and give her condolences, then Brooke had to say, yeah, you did reach out to me, but you wasn't there for me the way that I wanted you to be. So look, I don't feel like Jackie should have had to apologize for that in the first place. Jackie was also recorded saying that she feels like Brooke is trying to use her daughter for a storyline because she keeps on trying to fight with her about her not being there for her when her daughter passed away, and she doesn't want to do it anymore on camera. So I don't understand how Jackie's wrong for saying that. Now, Jackie did try to apologize to Brooke for saying it, but Brooke did not want to hear Jackie's apology, and she shut her down and called her a prostitute. So at the end of the day, Jackie took accountability. She tried to apologize. They didn't want to take the accountability that she was taking, and they also did not want to accept her apology. So there's nothing left for Jackie to do. So Jackie ended up getting up trying to leave. I didn't even bother talking about the back and forth between Evelyn and Jackie because they were kind of just talking about the way that each other looks, and I don't understand why they were doing that, because to be honest with you, they don't look that different from each other to me, and they're in the same age range in my opinion. So I really don't feel like there was a reason for the two of them to drag each other the way that they did. But Jackie ended up getting up leaving. Things got really heated between her and Brooke to the point where I thought that it was going to turn physical, but at this point I don't feel like there's anything left for Jackie to do. Now, I'm not gonna lie, when Jackie left, Shaunie was really getting on my nerves because she tried to paint the picture as Jackie did not try to take any accountability at all at this meetup, and she did take accountability. They just didn't want to accept the accountability that she was taking, and I don't think that that was right. I feel like nobody gets held accountable on this show, so I don't understand why Jackie is being pinpointed out of everybody. Is Jackie innocent? No, she's not innocent, but neither are these other women on the show. Last season, I really enjoyed Brittany and Clayana because they pointed out the double standards in the group, and they did not allow the OGs of the show to try to bully them. Nobody gets held accountable, especially not Evelyn. I mean, everybody called OG aggressive when her and Evelyn were having a back and forth, but nobody ever called Evelyn aggressive when Evelyn always gets aggressive with people first. She's the first one to raise her voice. She's the first person to stand up. She's the first person to throw something. She's the first person to try to get things to be physical. So I don't know why everybody called OG aggressive, but nobody called Evelyn aggressive. Also, last season, when Brittany threw a drink at Brooke, everybody flipped out on Brittany and said that she was wrong, especially Evelyn telling Brittany that she can never do that again. But then when Brooke turned around last season and did the same thing to Clayana, like she threw a drink in Clayana's face, when Brittany asked them why they did not have the same energy for Brooke when she did the same thing that she did, they all said that Brooke did what she had to do in that situation and that they didn't think that she was wrong. So they're really messed up on this show when it comes to double standards. And at the end of this episode, Shaunie said that she was going to thank Jackie for her services, and that's fine. Everybody was laughing about it, saying that they were cool with her getting rid of Jackie off the show. And the thing about it is that if you take away Jackie, the show will be boring, because at the end of the day, there's going to be no drama because there's going to be nobody for them to hate on. If that's the case, then they'll all end up turning on each other because they don't have anybody else to beef with on the show if Jackie ends up leaving.